Hello guys, welcome back to our small and mini series about creating a pizza ordering system. And yeah, so we have started by interpreting the problem and by finding the solution. We also have implemented part of our solution in Java, and now what we're going to do is we're going to proceed with our current process. So what we were doing last time was we created our pizza class, we created an empty UI class. Now what we need to do is we need to handle we need to create a custom event. So the way we are going to do this is right. So what we need is we need a event listener. Whoops, event. Why am I putting slashes in here? Event listener. Now, an event listener is an interface. If you think about this for a moment, then you'll have to think about this for a moment. The way you'll probably have to do is you go back to the UI class, and if you see closely, this is a public class UI. Now, in a system, you can have different kinds of UI. You can have a web UI. You can have a kiosk UI. You can have a admin UI, whatever, and if in future they say, if in future your clients who presented this problem says to you that okay, every time a pizza is cooked, we want every person who's connected to the chef to know that the pizza has been cooked. So we want to push those events. We want to push those what you call notifications across like each and every object that's connected to chef. So in order to do this, you need to have a class called event listener. Now, hear me again. I said a class called event listener. Now, if you think about this, you'll be like, this doesn't make sense, because why would you have to rename UI to make it behave as an event listener? That's kind of bad as a programming practice. So how else are you going to do it? The first thing that comes to mind is interfaces. You need to tell Java that your class UI is of type event listener, and that would be the only thing that you need to make custom events. So, well, it's not really the only thing that you need to make custom events. It's a part of the thing that we need to make custom events. Another part is to create something to fire those events. So yeah, that's how it rolls. So yeah, so we're just going to create event listener, and well, which is going to be an interface, and it's going to have a method called notify. No, sorry, pizza cooked. And it would return. It would have the pizza object inside. So let's create the interface. Let's go. Let's do it. Pizza package, right click, class. I'm gonna change this to interface if I can. I can't, so I'll have to go with interface here, and I was gonna create okay, pizza cooked, pizza chef listener, okay, because it's going to listen to the chef. So chef listener is our interface. We need a method called yeah, that one. So public void pizza cooked pizza. Yeah, right. So that's our chef listener, and pizza has name, price, blah blah blah. So yeah, so that's our chef listener. Let's create our chef, our dear lovely chef. Chef finish. Now we need our chef to be a thread, so chef should extend thread. So extends thread, and we need to get rid of this crap. And in this, we need to... Okay, so what does chef need in order to cook the pizza? Obviously, pizza. It needs a customer, because he needs to tell that particular customer that the pizza has been cooked. But at this moment, we don't really care about that. So what we'll do is we'll just we'll just assume that we need to notify the kiosk. Now the kiosk is our UI. So and as we discussed before, we need our UI to make of type chef listener so that the chef can see the UI and the chef can invoke that that method called pizza cooked method when the pizza has been cooked. So implements chef listener. It's going to give you this problem, control 1, add unimplemented methods, and there's our method pizza cooked. Now, what we need to do here is that when the pizza has been cooked, we need to make a decision of how we want to notify the user that the pizza has been cooked. We can do this in multiple ways. We can either pop up a dialog box saying that the pizza has been cooked. We can either give a out.println thing message saying that the pizza has been cooked, or we can have Windows 8 style kind of like notifications that come up here saying that the pizza has been cooked. We can do anything we want, but for simplicity, we'll just do pizza cooked thing here. That would be much easier for us. So sys out your pizza has been cooked. Find sorry. Okay, I'm just gonna pizza.getName. So cheese and tomato pizza has been cooked. Enjoy. Whoops. Okay. That was a bit odd. Oh, I haven't saved it. Okay, cool. Right, so the pizza has been cooked. Enjoy the pizza, blah blah blah. So that will be there when the pizza is cooked. Let's go back to chef. So the chef has pizza. The chef needs a chef listener. So for simplicity again, I'm just going to create one instance of chef listener. Whoops. Listener. And we need a class constructor, so let's go and take help from the thingy, Eclipse. So that's our public constructor, chef. And if you're wondering what that is just instantiating the superclass thread. So you don't really need to worry about it. It's cool. Pizza chef listener. So it takes pizza and chef listener. Then yeah, we need to override the run method because anything that happens in here will be executed in our separate thread. So we need to have nothing but thread.sleep. So thread.sleep takes takes one parameter, which is a milliseconds of I want to sleep for. So 500 means half a second, 1000 means 1 second, and so on. So I'm just gonna say, yeah. So now, as we saw earlier, each pizza has its own cooking time. So in here, we need to say pizza dot get cooking time. Now, again, if you go back, you'll see this is in seconds. So if you go in here, you need to say 1000 for it to become that many milliseconds. So yeah. So if the cooking time if the specified cooking time is 3 seconds, it will say 3000 seconds in here, 3000 milliseconds in here, so that it would sleep for 3 seconds. So yeah. Now the problem, if you think it's not really a problem, it's just that, and so I'm gonna try and catch because this requires a long, not a integer. So yeah. Right. So that's our chef class. and yeah, and after the thread.sleep thing, after the pizza is cooked, we need to notify our UI, which is listener. So listener.pizza cooked, because we are creating that event, pizza cooked. Pizza, the one that we just cooked. So that, and that is done. So our chef class is done. We have a chef. We have a working chef. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Right. Maybe I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, but yeah. Right. So we have a pizza. We have chef listener. We have chef. We need to create the UI. So the UI will be pretty simple. We just need to present a list of pizzas that we have. I'm just going to create a generic list of pizzas here. Pizza, cheese and tomato equals new. Pizza name is tomato. Price is £2, which is pretty cheap actually. But yeah, cooking time is going to be 2 seconds. Let's just keep 4. Let's keep 5. Pizza BBQ. Well, I'm a vegetarian, but I'll go with BBQ. New pizza BBQ. BBQ price is £5. Kind of expensive. I think it's expensive. I've never had a BBQ pizza before, but I'll just assume it's expensive. Cooking time is say, I don't know, it takes time, 10 seconds. Let's go with 8. And pizza, let's go with another vegetarian pizza. Veggie Supreme from Domino's. Yeah. Pizza vegetarian. Oh. Supreme price is, I think it's expensive. It's £16 for a large one, I think. But I'll go with 12. Let's make it cheap. Cooking time is, say, same as BBQ, because we want to compete with those meat eaters, you know. No, I'm joking. They don't really care. So yeah. So we've got 3 types of pizzas here. Cheese and tomato, BBQ, and vegetarian. Obviously, more vegetarian because I'm vegetarian and I'm creating this program. So yeah, deal with it. Yeah, okay, I should. Yeah, okay. Right. So let's present these things to our customers. So let's create an array first. Available pizzas. And let's just list these here: CT, BBQ, Vegetarian Supreme. So that's our array. Let's present these. So 4 in available pizzas. Sys out, say, pizza dot get name, and whoops, yeah. So that's gonna list the pizzas to the customer. Let's pop up a J option pane. So int choice equals integer dot parse int. Null choose your pizza. Let's import that, and yeah, of course, because geoption pane dot show message dialog returns an integer, an object. We need to convert it to string. So whoopsie, someone's not happy. Oh, sorry, whoops, my bad. Show input dialog. And yeah, it does return a string, not an object, so that's cool. My bad. Switch choice. So we are trying to select which thingy he chose. Case 1, so sorry, 0, which is cheese and tomato. We are gonna say chef. Oops, we need to save this first because it will cause errors. chef equals new chef, pizza listener. Now this implements pizza listener, so you can just say this. Yeah, hang on. Let me just see. CT. Whoops. Oh, so my bad. My ridiculously bad. Um, action wherever it was. Yeah. Now integer is choice, so 0, 1, 2, 3 maps to our array here. So that's 0, that's 1, that's 2. So if customer says pizza 0, that is CT. 1 is BBQ, 2 is vegetarian supreme. So let's just go with that, and pizza selection equals available pizzas choice. There we go. That's our simple thing. Rather than having to write a switch statement, which would be huge, like that, or even bigger, we are doing it the smart way. Right, so we have a selection. We have a pizza that the customer chose. Now we need to give it to chef. So let's create a new chef. New chef. Pizza selection this. Whoa, okay. Right, this is my ridiculously bad thing. So let's just go with that. Right, we need to have this somewhere else. We need to create a method called prompt that the main will execute. Well, the main needs to create an object of this UI type, and that object needs to have a method called prompt, and the prompt needs to contain this this code in there. So I'm just gonna cut this and just gonna create a new method. Public void prompt. Whoops, that's our prompt. We need to say UI equals new UI dot prompt. Yeah, and this now this is this. Yeah, so that's our chef. Chef dot start, so chef will start cooking, and that's it. That's our code. So let's test this. Let's see how well it runs. No, before we run it, let's go through what's going to happen if I run this. If I run this, it's going to create a new UI object. It's going to display the prompt. The prompt is this. It's going to create 3 sample pizzas. There's going to go in available pizzas array. It's going to display all of those pizzas. Then it's going to take an integer from the user, and that will be mapped to the selected pizza. So in short, this is gonna let user select the pizza that we want. Then we'll pass the pizza to the chef, and we'll pass ourselves as pizza listeners to the chef, and the chef will start cooking. What happens after that? Let's go to the chef. When .start is called, now, since this is a thread, when you call .start, it will call this method in a separate thread. So it's going to sleep for the cooking time of the pizza, which has been given in our constructor. And then it's going to invoke the pizza cooked method of the listener, which is this right here, this method. And this contains the pizza that the person selected. So that would be cheese and tomato plus pizza has been cooked, enjoy. So it'll say cheese and tomato pizza has been cooked, enjoy. That's it. And to keep the prompt going, what we need is an infinite loop. Now I'm not going to create an infinite loop because that's ridiculous. So I'm just going to create a loop that would go for 5 times. Less than 5, I plus plus. Whoops, I plus plus. I don't need the brackets because we only have one line of code after this. So yeah, that's cool. Let's run this. Yeah. So cheese and tomato, which one do you want? I want pizza 0 because I'm a veggie. Man, that's cool. Which one do you want? 2, 3. Now cheese and tomato pizza has been cooked. Enjoy. In a while, we should see BBQ has been cooked. Vegetarian Supreme, that was my bad. I did not. I said pizza number 3. There is no pizza number 3. So that was me being like ridiculous in my choices. So terminate the launch. Let's go again. 0, 1, 2, 1, 2. So yeah, 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 0. That's cheese and tomato has been cooked. Wow, yummy. BBQ has been cooked. Wow, yummy, yummy. Ooh, wow, okay. In case you're wondering why this is too fast, it's because the time starts as soon as you press OK. So that's the times kind of like relative to each other. So when we said OK for BBQ, the cheese and tomato pizza, which takes 2 seconds, has already elapsed its 1 second, so that was quick. And when we pressed 2 for Vegetarian Supreme, out of the 8 seconds of BBQ, 2 seconds already had passed, so that was 6. So we had 6 remaining, while, yeah, so you know, that kind of stuff. So in short, we've created a system which has a custom event and a small notification system, which is like push notifications, because the notification of the event is being pushed from Chef to our Chef Listener UI. So it's a push notification event thing, because it's also quite efficient, because if it's not pushed, then what you'll have to do is the UI will have to keep pinging Chef for the thing pizza thingy. So it'll be quite like bad, because it'll be like, okay, Chef, are you there? Has this pizza been cooked? Shall we say no? Has this pizza been cooked? No, 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 no. Yes, it's cooked. No, no. So it'll be ridiculous. So yeah. So we've got the system in place. What we'll do, if you're thinking that wow, this is it. This is not even a tiny series. This is like micro series. But no, we'll keep on updating this. We'll try to make this our software kind of like better and better as we go on. We are trying to make this. We will make this like, what you call it? We'll keep on improving this. So we are going to try to be agile here. So our next step would be to think about creating a GUI, a graphical user interface. After that, we'll probably think about adding pizza size. Then so we'll go on that way. See, so yeah, you know, so yeah, so that's it. So I will see you guys in my next video. So till then, bye bye. See you and have a great one. And hang on a second, don't run away. I'm just gonna say that I think you're watching this video, but make sure that you understand the code. If you don't understand the code, comment below and let me know. I'll clarify things in my next video. And I'll try to reply the comment if I can immediately. If I can't, then I'll add it in my next video. I'll try to add it in my next video. Also, I'll make the source code available on my blog, which is www.manthonhd.com. Well, I'll just show you here anyway how it looks, because in case you are, confused. That's my blog. I'll put the code here so that you can access it. Yeah, so till then, bye bye, see ya, and have a great one.